God surely showed them. They thought the ball stopped rolling because they were no longer in your life. What they didn't understand is that they weren't the ones who were in control of whether you make it or whether you don't. God is in control all the time. And you have trusted God. Even though things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to, you still left that situation trusting God. You didn't give up when it got hard. There were times when you were in that relationship when you probably wanted to give up. But when God finally took you out of that toxicity, lo and behold, there came some clarity out of this world. You realized for the first time what it was you were really in, who it was you were dealing with, and what was controlling them. You had to accept reality for what it was. It was blaring. There was no way that you could deny what you finally found out was reality. See, you're not like them who run away from the truth, who run away from themselves. You know what it's like to sit, ponder, reflect, realize where mistakes were made, realize that red flags were ignored, knowing from the lessons learned you would never get yourself in such a situation again. There would be no amount of love bombing that will turn your head and cause the veil to come back over your eyes. There's no amount of sweet talk that would convince you that they're the best thing that happened since sliced bread. You no longer need validation from them as to who you are and what your self value and your self worth is. You no longer care what their opinion might be. You know yourself. You finally reconnected with yourself, embraced yourself, and learning more than ever before to love yourself. See, they could not take away your spirit and your resilience, no matter how hard they tried. They could not take away your belief that life will get better someday. They were sure that once it was over, that you would be calling them, begging for them to come back, begging to give it another shot. And all they heard were crickets. That was such a hard pill for them to swallow. You just don't know. But God kept you going. You may have fallen, but you got back up. You're stronger than you ever thought you were. And you should be proud of yourself because I'm telling you, God is so proud of you. So let that one sit there feeling like a fool, looking like a fool, and being the fool that they really are. Because these people, they're not into becoming better human beings. They are quite fine being the way that they are and doing the devil's work. But you're out of that. Their history. I have a new book out called Healing After Betrayal. It's to help you heal emotionally, to establish boundaries, and to reclaim your peace. If you are interested in getting a copy, you can click the link tree in my bio. I also offer one on one coaching sessions. If you're interested, the link is also there in my bio. Much love to you.